And we are live.
Hello. Welcome on into another Monday Live with the Whiskey Crusaders. This week we are Sans Matt. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
Today we're just going to be drinking some wonderful whiskeys that Matt has given to us over in the past. We're going to be doing a sample kill night tonight and just kind of going through some fun whiskeys, answering questions if you guys have any. Just kind of doing a general hangout for about an hour or so.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be a late night tonight. We were on the road pretty much all weekend, so we are tired up in our house here. I don't even think my kid's asleep yet. He is overtired, I'm sure. Oh, he might be asleep finally. Perfect timing. Hey there, Donner Pass. Looks like Matt said hello. I don't know if he is still here with us or if he is back to his family, which, Matt, you should be back to your family. Hey, Bill. Cheers to you. Eric, is grain/cereal considered a vegetable? Can you drink whiskey like vegetable juice and consider it fulfillment of your daily dose of vegetables? Well,
a lot of people consider corn a vegetable.
Corn is a starch.
I said a lot of people consider corn a vegetable. I didn't say corn was a vegetable.
I don't think so, because I don't think cereal is even considered something to fulfill your daily intake.
But it's part of a balanced daily diet.
Yeah.
That's what they told us in the 80s and the 90s.
Sugar.
That's what they told us in the 80s and 90s.
Hey there, Spencer, Mav, Aaron, Eric Erickson. We are...
Eric Evanson,
sorry. Again, we are tired. It's been a long weekend.
It's been a fun weekend.
It's been a fun weekend. We went down to San Antonio area. Of course, we stopped in Blanco on the way through, because how can you not?
Why would we not?
Stop and see the good old homeland of Andalusia. And
picked up some really fun stuff there.
Picked up some stuff. They have a brandy that is being released on Saturday.
Yeah.
That is fucking good.
It's really good.
Really fucking good. Eric, no Matt tonight. Matt is on vacation with his family. So
he may be in the chat from time to time, he said, but he is focused on family.
Robot Scott, how's it going? Donner Pass. Yeah,
so
it was.
I think we should probably go ahead and
let's put something in there that I like too.
Some of these I don't know what they are.
It was a nice little weekend trip, Eric, but it was a lot of driving. Where they had the family get together, and I mean family get together. It was William's side of the family, and they invited family and friends, and there was like 200 people there. And it was hot, no air conditioning. So if you can think of South Texas with no air conditioning.
In an outside venue.
Hot, yeah. But a lot of driving, but fun in the end. What you got?
I don't know.
Something PX.
Maybe the chat can help me out. I don't know.
It starts with a T, maybe?
Yeah. I'm trying to find something here. I think, so what I did was I grabbed the bag from our wine finish tonight that you were not a part of. And then I also grabbed the bag from the stuff our sailors were drinking on D-Day night.
I was part of the wine night.
Oh, were you part of the wine night?
Yeah. Eric says my birthday was on Friday, so I made a smoked brisket. So happy belated birthday, Eric.
Yum.
To Matt and PX.
That's what I was thinking it was.
I knew it was T something, but yay, Matt's handwriting. Why didn't you pour it?
I wanted to make sure with the chat that it wasn't an actual PX. I think those are all in the other bag.
The actual wine.
Correct. I think those are all in the other bag, just labeled with numbers.
That would have been a sad night for Sarah.
That would have been a sad night for Sarah.
Let's see. So what's everybody drinking tonight? Donner Pass says he's finishing Hakushu 12, Balblair 2 next. A sample you've been sitting on for 4 years. That's welcome to our world, sitting on samples for 4 years.
We're going through some relatively new samples, but
yeah. Eric, wait, whiskey studies. No Violet tonight. Matt is, I'm assuming Violet is with them.
Yes.
So,
yes. The reason Matt didn't respond to me quickly earlier was because Violet had the phone.
Yeah, we had to bother Matt earlier. So, that's the distillery only release I was looking for when I visited the distillery, but it was sold out because of Scotch test dummies.
Well, this year they have a new one. It's coming out on Saturday.
No.
Oh, what? The Tomatin PX.
It's talking about the Tomatin.
Or maybe the Kleinlich. I don't know.
Or maybe, I don't know which one you're talking about. There's a couple different things that are listed above there, Eric. Starting with some 16-year Kleinlich.
SMWS Klein.
I can say that I have not had that.
No.
I can
But we don't have SMWS available to us. So
we have samples.
We have samples.
There's a whole bunch of samples
we should
that
go
we
through
need
those
to go
one night
through.
soon.
We need to get with Matt, and that'll be
Is our camera not in focus?
That would be a long stream. Well, it's in focus. It looks in focus on my phone.
Fair enough.
So it's just our computer screen. He's talking about the Matin PX.
Okay.
So Scott beat you to it. Sounds like a good place to place the blame since they have it all essentially.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice. Hey, there's Matt. Hi, Matt. You should be spending time with your family unless they're asleep.
They told me it was Tomatin PX. I want verification from the man himself. Tastes lovely.
Hey, Richard. Eric says, I was happy to see you had a break the other week, Will. Those liquor series really kick your butts. I'm glad I could provide the cognac.
The cognac was freaking tasty.
Yeah, I wasn't. Was I on that one? I don't remember which one I'm on half the time. Either way, you let me taste it. And it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. Just got back to the hotel room. Sorry you're stuck in a hotel room, small spaces with children. If it was anything like our weekend, they're not going to go to bed anytime soon.
No, not until you do.
Not until you do.
Unless you got their own room, which, I don't know, they might be at that age. Belle.
They might kill each other.
They might kill each other, though.
I don't know. Our kid didn't fall asleep until like 11:30 on Saturday night. Even after running around and playing in the hot and exerting himself, he just didn't fall asleep until 11:30. We had to turn everything off and just lay in bed and be quiet and
he finally drifted off.
Wait for him to fall asleep. Tomatin 12, Best Buy for me, in my opinion, Richard says.
I can understand that. What's the price point you get that at, Richard?
That is gone.
This Tomatin PX is delicious.
I like that PX finish.
Mm-hmm.
It really comes forward in this particular one.
Mm-hmm. The berries are delicious.
30. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's a good price.
It was all at a rooftop bar last few hours. It was great. That sounds like fun. Eric, I haven't heard anything about level 3 class. I know they're doing a level 2 class.
I didn't grab any waters.
In November.
I shall return, folks.
Yes, he shall. So hopefully after that level 2 class, we'll get enough interest for a level 3. One can hope. Because I'm kind of itching for my level 3 too. It's weird not having it's weird not having a class for us this year. Outside of COVID, we've gone, consecutively to get it done.
It's something we look forward to every year to go get done.
Yeah. Only taking one trip down to the vault is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the bastard's ball. Bill says, Will, you were getting ready to make an announcement?
I was.
What were you going to announce?
I don't know. Oh, We were talking about Andalusia, and I was going to tell everybody that you can go onto Andalusia's website and purchase distillery-only things, and they will hold them for you. You do eventually have to make it to Texas to buy them or to get them, but, you know, if it's a trip that you're going to take eventually anyway, Blanco is only about 40 minutes away from Austin. So,
yeah, I mean, really, and it's not a bad little trip either.
No. Nice and hilly.
Thanks, Jason. Cheers to you, sir. I don't have a sword and shield
to bang
for you because
I can
Matt has that shit.
In the interest of his chat, I can take 2 Whiskey Crusaders challenge coins and clank them together for you here. There you go. There's that clack for you. Thank you much, Jason.
Where was the
Gotta open up a beverage. I'm muting.
Richard asked, how was your Andalusia visit? It was great. They had no idea we were going to be rolling up, so we had some surprise faces when we rolled up, but we were, just kind of rolling through. William wanted to pick up another of the super smoky, and we happened to be able to pick up the brandy.
It will be released on Saturday.
And from my understanding, it's not going to be just distillery only. Maybe
we're hoping that we're actually going to be able to get some of that into the different markets. So
in the Texas area,
in the Texas market. So if you're in Austin, if you're in Houston, if you're in San Antonio, if you're in DFW, we are hoping to be able to get some of our brandy out as well. So
yeah,
that should be pretty fun.
You mentioned the buying the stuff off the Andalusia website.
Yeah,
there
really
is
made a little banner.
You should have, and there is a different one that is for the special distillery only releases that they can buy as well.
If you just go to Andalusia.com or AndalusiaWhiskey.com, I believe when you purchase bottles, you have the option to get them shipped to you if you live in a state that's available to you.
Yes.
But there are some people that live in states that's not an option. So there's a different website that you visit to purchase those. But I think all of that's available through the main website.
Awesome. Yeah, Richard, that super smoky, that shit is good. And the rum, I tried both rums and they were both really good. They have a white rum, and then they have the finished rum. Did you happen, Richard, when you were there, did you happen to try the rum punch? Because that shit was so good. Matt, we happened to get a bottle of the brandy.
I'll make sure you get to try it, Matt.
Definitely.
I'll also make sure that you get to try this. I picked up this one as well. This is a Revenant Oak that I actually got to bottle myself, sitting at 120.71. This is barrel number 511. It was a Revenant Oak that was actually finished
in a PX.
In a PX barrel. And it is delicious.
And I actually tried that one, and the PX covers so much of that peat that it was actually tolerable for me. So, I mean, yay for that. But you haven't popped that one yet since we got home.
No.
That's
I might do that tonight.
Surprising.
I might have to do that tonight. We'll have to see.
Yes.
So what should we finish this Tomatin PX, or should we save that little bit?
Yeah, just save it.
All right. We didn't drink it all, darn it.
Oh, Richard, if you get a chance to head back, try the rum punch. It was
very good.
Very good. They mix both of the two rums in the punch, along with, I think they said pineapple juice and something else, another juice. But it was super good. Not overly sweet. Let's see what we got. Glen something. Ooh, focus. Something 12 year. It's a Glen, maybe.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Glen. It looks like Glen M. I don't know, guys.
Glenmorangie.
Oh, there's just a little bit in that one. We'll drink that one next. see.
Malaga, is that how you say it?
Malbec, Malaga. There we go. Malaga. That sounds familiar.
Is it this one?
Yeah. No.
No. That looks like Glendronach.
That doesn't. Yeah. I was gonna let the chat say it, but it's fine.
Hey, I like to play too.
Guess that whiskey.
The PX finished Revenant was pretty tasty, pretty heavy PX influence though. Didn't end up getting one. Though running low on space and luggage, just order 2 triple distilled via the website. Nice.
Thank you, Spencer.
Hey, Andy. Welcome on in.
Malaga, correct. We'll post tomorrow. Well, that's awesome.
Eric's got his review.
Great.
Keep an eye out for that.
So
this is what you poured was the Glenmorangie?
It is.
Excellent.
Ralphie loved it. I mean, if Eric reviewed it, that usually typically means he enjoyed it as well. I don't watch many of his reviews where he's like, bullshit.
Madison, Jose, and John went to the Lavender Fest last weekend. Yeah, we drove through.
We went through
Blanco
the Lavender Fest.
and saw the Lavender Fest, but did not stop for that crazy shit show. It was hot as balls down there, man. I feel so much for those people that were out there selling their wares and whatnot. But
you could see all the red in my face. Like
you got some red.
Sun. Well, this one arm is like twice as dark as this arm now because
driving
both on the way down and on the way up, I'm driving in the sun with this arm sitting right there on the window.
Couldn't even have to be on the window,
right? Or on the steering wheel, or anywhere.
The sun was right here on this half of him, and he couldn't escape it. And of course, he refuses to let anybody else drive.
Ooh.
Where are the cats and bacon? The bacon is right here.
We haven't broken it out yet.
Bacon.
Haven't needed the palate cleanser just yet. And I bet they're going to come running.
I know for sure that Weasley, the OG bacon kitty, is sleeping with his child right now. I see it on the camera. And thankfully, my child is actually sleeping. So that's where he is. Ooh. Mr. Great Shot. Yeah. When we were down there this weekend, I think at one point it said 108 on the car when we were driving through. My phone said 105. It was bad.
Well, that's rich and deep and delicious.
It really is rich and deep and delicious.
Wow. We blow through these things so fast when we do these, when we do our streams.
Yeah.
That I forget how much I enjoy them sometimes.
Well, and we haven't gotten around to reviewing half of them either, if any of them, because we have so many things to review. Thanks, Matt.
And thank you to everybody that sent in bottles for donation. You guys are keeping us going, and it's really been fantastic.
So coming back to these and being able to spend a few extra minutes with them
before moving on to the next whiskey
is kind of nice.
It really, really is.
75 degrees here, and the fog usually rolls in at night.
Wow. See, and that's why you pay $4 million for a normal size house in California.
Matt's dealing with humidity in Charleston, which, I'm thankful that we don't have here right now.
Yeah.
Because that would make
it does make it so much worse.
So much worse. It was bad enough that they didn't have the family get-together thing at a air-conditioned place. If it were humid on top of that,
that would have been awful. It actually wasn't that bad. Once the sun went down,
it was fine. Beautiful. But the dinner started at 6, and so you had 6 until like 9 o'clock, where it wasn't that bad. Sweating balls.
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad. Anybody want to see a picture of William with a bandana wrapped around his head? It wasn't that bad. He looks like a hippie.
I am a hippie. When you say looks like a... Hello, Juniper. Good evening.
Hello, Juniper. Let's see.
Oh, I drank that one way too fast. That was really good.
It's funny,
Eric, you just reviewed this one. What's my price point on this Glenmorangie Malaga? That's 12-year-old whiskey. That's freaking tasty.
What's the what price point?
Yeah. The proof doesn't feel like super high. It feels like 80.
Eric says he's moving again.
83, 86.
He says 90.
$90. Okay.
Eric, didn't you just move to where you are?
He did just move.
Like, are you even fully unpacked from your first move?
I think that's why again is in all caps.
It's over there snoring. The dog is snoring.
He is. We got to break out the bacon for him too.
So the dog was at my parents' house this weekend, and they have 2 other dogs. One of them is a giant brute of a lab, and he's only about 4 or 5, so he's still very play mode. And here my dog is 15, so I'm sure he's catching up on his sleep at this point.
Congratulations, Eric. That's awesome.
Awesome. Cheers to you.
Let's see if we break out the bacon.
Shoot, 15% chance of rain at 7 p.m. Friday, Austin. Bacon?
Yep, that opened. That woke him up. You just got to fan the bacon in their direction. The smell just, they'll get up. They get up real quick. Over here are some super crunchy ones for you.
Crunchy. Food had been great. Had flounder, oyster, crab, and mussels tonight. Wow.
Wow.
That sounds pretty decent.
And probably all fresh.
Eric says, now I live near Richie Z.
Very
Very nice.
People live next to him.
Very nice. Yeah.
We know Richie. He's good peeps.
Yes, indeed.
Did I hear the cat come out?
Nope. Andy says the one thing I miss from Northeast Ohio is the summer evenings are in the 60s.
Oh, come on.
But winter lasts from November to mid-April. I'd be okay with that.
I don't know that I would.
Yeah.
3 months is bad enough.
3 months. We barely have that here.
Okay, a month. Month and a half is bad enough.
Come on, get with it.
We had, 2 weeks of ice just last year.
Yeah, that happens once every 10 years.
No, that happens once every 100 years. But yeah, I hear you. The ice doesn't happen every year. I think I know what this one is. Pretty sure I know what this one is. Guessed it.
Fucking internet better not.
I hope our internet doesn't go out, folks. If it does, we will be back shortly.
Fucking internet. Everyone in that part of the country has seasonal depression, but at least they have the Browns and the Bagels to root for.
Yeah, I can't imagine living in Washington or Oregon where it rains for all of that time. Just don't know about that.
Mr. Great Shot. That's true. Who says, Richard, it'll probably flash dry before it hits the ground. That is horribly true. Can't even get any rain to soak into the ground this time of year.
No.
Everything's dry and dying. And summer seems to have hit a month early. So I am not looking forward to July.
Whatever it is, it's the last of that one. Hello, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. Yeah, speaking of Teresa, we are doing our normal end of the month ladies' night on the 26th. We are unsure of what we're doing yet. So if anybody has any, requests, or that would be helpful. Maybe we'll just sit around and bitch and drink whiskey like we're doing tonight. Yeah. Yeah, completely agree, Andy.
Whoa.
First week of June was lovely, which made me nervous about July. Well, in these already hitting 100 degrees in the second week of June makes me really nervous for July and August. Teresa says she's going to try and come down in November. You're a smart girl.
Right.
And I'm really jealous of level 2 being in November.
Seriously, right?
Both of ours were in the fucking summer, or the start of the summer is hot. And if you haven't taken the walk up from
Englebrick
to the vault in the middle of summer in Texas, you're not living it. I tell you. Talk about sweating by the time you get there. You're smart, Teresa. There's a reason I won't come to Texas in summer.
Mm-hmm.
Smart girl.
I don't blame you, people. If I didn't live here, it'd be hard to convince me.
I'm trying to convince them to move.
There's a lot of whiskey real close to me.
I know.
Hard to get me to move.
I know.
My collection's pretty wonderful, but it's nothing.
Nothing compared to what Matt shares with us lovingly.
Oh. I like that one as well. I don't like it as much.
As the Glenmorangie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
Donner Pass says in Northern Carolina or California, we are having a merciful, mild summer to the hot season in our third year of drought. That sucks. Jason. Teresa got a sunburn on her first visit to Texas in April 2018. Yeah. Welcome to Texas. It was quite funny. William's family and everything. We actually had some of his family that lives in Massachusetts, up in Cambridge, come down for the weekend, and I kept telling him he came down the wrong damn time, and they were complaining about the hot and the heat, and why I don't come to Texas, and yeah. Yeah, Jason, you got to come down to Texas. You got plenty of people here to see. Matt looks weird tonight. Hi, Bourbon. Matt is
on
vacation with his family. Therefore, he is in the chat, and hopefully Stephanie doesn't get pissed off about that. But yeah, he's on vacation with his family, so we're just hanging out tonight for a little while. It's not going to be a late night for us. We had a long weekend, so.
But we have a streak of, being live every Monday going, and
we can't fuck up that streak.
We can't let that streak break just because Matt's not here.
Mm-hmm.
We can still show up for the party.
I think Weasley just came out. Oh, there he is.
Weasel. Did you finally smell the bacon?
Or hear me call you.
Hello, Bacon Cat.
Hello, Bacon Cat.
Everybody say hi to Weasley. Can you look at the camera? Tell them hi. Say hi.
He says, fuck you, where's my bacon? Mm-hmm. Reminds me of the Bobby Hill quote. 111 degrees in Phoenix? Phoenix? That city shouldn't exist. It's a monument to
man's arrogance.
I
love that quote.
I love that show.
Well, absolutely. That was one of my absolute favorite cartoons, and I still think it stands up as one of the greatest cartoons ever made.
I agree with that 100%.
There's a case to be made for South Park because of how much they push the envelope. There's something to be said for some of the early days of Family Guy that got them canceled about pushing the envelope and saying the things that nobody but comedians can say.
Right.
But I'm really happy when comedians push the envelope and say what nobody else can say but them. We need them in this world.
Yeah, it's getting more and more challenging to do that these days, though.
It is.
Because everybody's offended about everything.
And it's really scary.
Bourbon just got home from 10 days in Kentucky. That sounds fun.
Nice.
That sounds really fun. And Donner Pass. My kitty does that when I have ham sandwiches.
I don't have any whiskey in the glass. Let's go ahead and get him
some bacon.
Get him a little snacky snack, right? Come here, Weasel.
Hey there, Eric. Welcome on in.
Out. I'll let you have some.
Never forget Hank's colonoscopy. For real.
Oh, my favorite is the Bobby taking self-defense lessons from a
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you. That's my purse. Oh my God, I can't. I die. It's just my absolute favorite thing.
That is hilarious. Welcome on in, Whiskey RN. Cheers to you. Bourbon, yeah, you can't go to Kentucky and have your liver on vacation. Especially not for 10 days.
Can you imagine trying to go there during Lent when you've given up everything?
Oh, geez. 10-day vacation in Kentucky needs at least 20 recoup, I would think. For your liver.
Would think at least 3.
For your liver.
I'd go with 3.
3. That's not enough.
But I go hard in the paint, so you got to take that for what it is.
That is true. Teresa said, I got a sample bottle of Hinch Irish. Maybe I should finish it off. It's a chilly, rainy night in Cowtown, Alberta. Man.
God, I could go for a chilly, rainy night
right about now.
Send
that chilly, rainy night down this way, okay? Because
they tried to. It just gets stuck in freaking Oklahoma. They're sending down their cold fronts all the time from Canada. Almost for a foot fetish website. Oh my God, that one is great. When she finally realizes what she's done. Oh, that is pure comedy gold.
And then when she's trying to get herself to say the words, we'll say happiness.
Penis. Happiness.
That was a funny.
Penis.
She screams
penis.
it.
Penis.
Screams it for the whole neighborhood to hear. Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes too. I've got a lot of favorite episodes of King of the Hill. I was a hardcore King of the Hill. Ooh, thanks, Weasley. King of the Hill watcher when it first came out.
Yeah. And again, for good reason. It's
Oh, thank you. Whiskey RN is drinking Mellow Corn and OGD 114 blend tonight. That sounds pretty interesting.
Ooh. And Bourbon wants to know who hurt you. I say blend your whiskey. I freak people out all the time, and I tell them that I blend my single malts. And I make my own blended malts all the freaking time, and they freak out at me. But what do you need? You want more whiskey of some sort?
Well, isn't that what we're doing?
Is that what we're doing?
We're gonna empty glass. What are we doing?
This one's got almost nothing in it. I think I know what it is.
Is it Doers? Gonna do it every time.
God damn it, woman. Can't take you anywhere. Walk you the hell out. Focus on me, not her. Focus on me. Come on. There it goes. I think I was too close.
It is blue tape.
It is blue tape. It is always blue tape.
Andy says Mellow Corn should have spent a few grand and changed their label and top. Then they could have tripled their price. And Bourbon wants you to blend a single malt and Mellow Corn. We don't have any Mellow Corn.
I mean, it's possible I have a sample of it somewhere over there, but God, trying to find that, there's no organization at all, other than there are some bins that are for her, so that I just know I don't touch those. I see, a couple of different items in there, and I'm like, okay, that's Sarah's bin, so I don't even mess with those. But for the most part,
Spence Map says it's 77 year.
77 year Paulo Cortado. Wow.
Man, we wouldn't be drinking that. We'd be saving that 77 year.
Eric, wait, I think you nailed it.
Dewar's 27.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 27.
Yep. I think that's what it is.
It's really close to 77.
It is. It's very close. Do you want to just kill that one? Because there's like,
yeah,
there's nothing left in that one. Is there peat in this? Here, I'll let you smell it. If you don't like it, I'll drink it. The Dewar sometimes has a peatiness. It's not, super smoky ever, but every once in a while, it's just too much for you to handle so too much.
It's not necessarily a peatiness. It's just a funk.
Mm.
It's almost like I don't know, an earthy funk.
Vegetal, fungal funk. That's what I usually
If I remember
find.
correctly, Dewar's doesn't have peat. Bourbon says he knows the feeling. He hasn't emptied his car out yet. Good luck with that.
Oh man. See, we have to in Texas. You can't leave stuff in the car.
Mm-mm.
Bottles will all pop. All the corks will pop out. Just getting too damn hot.
See, there's a funk.
There's no peat, but there's a sherry funk.
There is that funk, and
oh yeah,
it reminds me of an Oloroso sherry funk.
Yeah, and even on the nose, it's kind of dried raisins and walnuts.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was 80 today. It was risky, but I was busy and lazy. 80's not too horrible for the bottles as long as they're sealed good. We got lucky and they didn't like pop for us. Funk. Cheers, Eric. Thank you.
Oh wait, no, we gotta do the.
We don't have
the sword and shield.
Sword and shield.
So in honor of our first super chat of the evening, we are banging challenge coins together. So I got our Whiskey Crusaders challenge coins that are available. You just gotta contact us and we'll send you some. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you, bud.
Eric says I dated Sherry Funk in high school. She had a hygiene problem.
Yeah,
could see that.
But I bet she was fun.
Bill says he's drinking Glendronach 12. They seem to be everyone's whipping boy right now, but for the price, still one of my faves.
Did it recently change? Is that why it's everybody's whipping boy? I haven't heard anything about this one.
Andy said the problem with Glendronach is their new owner decided to chill filter and lower the ABV.
Ah, see, that's always a problem with whiskey lovers. You can't do that to our favorites. We get pissy. There are a couple that I've tasted that have standed the muster of chill filtration, but man, for the most part, when they do that, it just kills so much of the mouthfeel.
Banging for super chats. Did this just become one of my streams?
I don't know. We made it up on the fly.
Yeah.
If I stole it from you, I apologize.
Sorry. And Whiskey RM rode from Lubbock to Dallas today carrying a Sherry G Jack Daniels barrel proof and a Tumbling Dice 6-year. Got home okay. Yeah, it's when it happens to be just like sitting there. I think if your car's going and like you have your AC going and some of that filters into the back into the trunk and kind of maybe keeps it cool, a little cooler.
I just think the air motion of movement.
Just the movement
probably helps things.
Yeah. So.
Why is that hidden? Somebody else took care of it. Oh, because he cussed. You silly YouTube. We're cussing. He can cuss.
All he said was shit.
That's what I'm saying. YouTube wants everything to be PC so that the ad revenue can be as high as possible. Silly people.
Bourbon. Yeah, we're not going to go there on our stream. Hey, Whiskey Nose. The cat's going crazy behind us. Don't mind him.
Ooh, I forgot to show.
Yeah, what are we drinking?
I think you're going to know this one pretty quick. But
yes, I do.
Even without it focusing up.
Mm-hmm. Jason says the problem with Glendronach is that they changed their labeling to more honestly reflect their production process, and the internet jumped to conclusion and lost its shit.
Mm.
And,
So maybe they were already filtering.
Right. Donner Pass says go to Dramface and read an article about Glendronach.
They didn't change anything.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, you know what, Eric? Wait, you're a mod, so you can cuss all you want. Get away with it. Yeah, Teresa, Writer's Tears. I haven't found one yet that I don't like.
No.
It smells
But
so
there
good.
are very, very few single malt or single pot still Irishes that
I don't like. Yeah.
I mean, there's just something about the products coming out of Ireland that, as long as they're part of one of those two categories, it's probably going to be a big hit in my book.
Yeah. Always safe, never sound. That sounds good, Whiskey RN. No work for me until Wednesday night. Sounds like a plan. I took today off just to recover from our little weekend trip. I still didn't. So we got a couple new people that have come in. What's everybody drinking tonight? Well, we're drinking through our samples here, and only killing a couple of them.
We've killed 2.
It's a couple.
That is a couple. Yeah, you're. Mm-hmm.
That smells really good. I'm really sad that we killed it.
We didn't.
We didn't?
Nope.
Oh,
we
yay.
have a tiny amount in this one.
Yay.
See, you know, I get complaints about not killing bottles, but she's sad when I do. So
the good ones, the really good ones.
What do you do?
Cheers, Ben Demon Hunter. Jerry Black, cheers.
Oh, this smells delicious.
Port Ellen just announced their new master distiller. Can't imagine the pressure he'll be under.
Seriously. I mean, that role, especially for a distillery that has a cult following, they get so much backlash when they change things as it is, but, to try to take over that role is just crazy. And what's really funny is that we're not going to really know what his product tastes like for like 12 years.
Right.
At least 10, right? Like most scotches put out between 10 and 12 for their, youngest age statement. So, we're really not going to know anything about what that person's actually laying down. We may know things about, choices about blending and things like that, but They probably have a master blender. They probably have a person that's in charge of maturation. They probably have,
right,
a distillery that big.
But to come in and to step into somebody's shoes that has been doing it and trying to hopefully produce what that person's been producing to keep your fans happy, that's a tough one to get through. Let's see. Eric says Old Pulteney 15 is malted orange popsicles, and then he says with vanilla cream center. So it's a creamsicle.
Nice.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Speaking of fan base, Old Pulteney, when they canceled the 17 year, oh my God, the backlash they got. Good Lord. We actually helped them launch their new stuff in America as part of our first, live streams with the Whiskey Crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
And man, we heard nothing but backlash about the fact that the 17 was going away. So I can't imagine all the backlash they heard.
Right. Yep. Let's see. Eric Court is drinking Earthquake High Energy Lager.
Oh, okay. 5-year-old Port Ellen.
10% ABV and Dickel 8-year aged bourbon and moonshine. All together?
Nice. Or we're just moving through them quickly.
Just moving through them fast. Drive safely, Ben.
Don't drink yet.
Drinking a spot OT, he says. And Mr. Grayshot is sipping on ice water, needing to rehydrate. Feel you there.
Do so.
Feel you.
Make that happen for yourself.
I actually didn't drink a whole lot this weekend, although William did have his bag of Andalusia with him. So
at all times.
Did pop that out at the family gathering.
Damn right.
We were drinking some Andalusia because
Eric Court says, I'm switched off. I'm always on. Okay? When it comes to work, I'm always on. Ready to go. You ready to do this? I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, I just, everywhere we go. Oh, you want to try some whiskey? Here's some whiskey.
Let me give him a backpack. I got lots of it. Just give me a second.
I'm only glad that he kind of had it because they had beer.
Crown Royal. Was there a whiskey option?
They really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was back on that back bar. They had
I didn't even see that, and they had wine and beer, and nope. I'll just drink the tea.
I'm fine with some beers. I just can't do the light beers.
Crap that they have
that was offered to me.
Yeah.
So I went to the car and I got my bag. I sipped on whiskey. Talk to anybody that wanted to talk about it.
Let's see. We used to sing Old Potney's praises every day on Whiskey Tube. This is the first time I've heard someone mention them in weeks.
Well,
yeah.
It's still a distillery I think about. There's still products that I really like, but a lot of the times the problem is proof. And, it's just, I like high proof stuff.
Yeah. So Ben says tomorrow will be story time, driftless blend, sexual chocolate barrel pick, 62.5% for National Bourbon Day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good. I tried that one.
Yeah, I know we got to.
We got to try it at the Bastards Ball last year.
Yeah,
it was good. It's very good.
You want to move on to this peated for the last pour?
Peated?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to open your...
You heard me. Peated. Would you like to drink something peated tonight?
I guess. It's one of the only ones that I was able to tolerate. I can mostly kind of tolerate in small amounts, just the regular Revenant Oak that's proof down to 100. But that one's not finished in PX. The PX finish is, you need to pull the plastic off of that.
Yeah, there's a perforation here somewhere.
The PX hides tons of that peat. What kind of peat do they use?
Irish peat.
That might be why
that's part of the reason why
tolerate it more than anything else.
Indeed,
because Irish peat.
Yeah, it's not that Isla iodine medicinal. Or even just Scottish peat in general that typically has almost a gasoline kind of note to it, a petrol.
Yeah. Eric, I think I have seen that Whiskey Tubers Be Like video when it first came out and did nothing but laugh.
Yes.
The whole time.
Yes.
Let's see. Ben says, I quite enjoyed Old Potney 12, but my brother has only had 2 drams out of his bottle in over 2 years, and he does not like it. It's too salty.
Oh, see, I like the briny. Yeah. But I understand why that could be off-putting to some people because it is so much. It is very, very salt-driven. For anybody that wasn't around earlier in the chat when we were talking about it, I'm sipping on a Revenant Oak that I actually got to bottle myself down at Andalusia. This is coming in at 120.71 proof.
And it's finished in PX.
And it is finished in PX barrels.
Okay, then it was a different one. There was another one. Somebody else did a Whiskey Tubers Be Like video a while ago. I'll have to come back and click on the link on my phone later.
Here in about 8 minutes or so when we get off.
Yeah, we're gonna be calling it about 30 minutes early this evening. And Donald just got here. Hi, Donald.
Of course you did.
with us still kind of recovering from our trip, I really don't want to make it a late night. Donald, I hope everything's going good. I'm not sure if you're on your way home or...
I need to hijack this for just a couple seconds.
Why are you hijacking this?
Because I need to.
Oh, he needs to see what's coming up tomorrow.
I don't remember what video I edited. Dewar's 8-year Caribbean smooth blended Scotch is going to be our video for tomorrow. Yeah.
That's a mouthful. Let's see.
Oh, the Ledgig 10. Ledgig 10 is one of my... I wish I saw it more. Like I don't even see it at liquor stores at all. But that's one of my hidden gems that I don't know if I hope catches on or don't hope catches on because, sometimes you want to keep those little gems for yourself.
Phil says he loves eating Kalamata. That's olives with the Ledgig 10.
That sounds very
interesting.
tasty.
Well, the saltiness from them.
Yeah. But Ledgig has this nice deep peat that it's not super present on the nose, but holy shit, is it ever present on the palate.
So the PX finish on this almost makes the smoky peatiness creamy.
Oh, that like it's almost like a berries and cream.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of finishes with a wisp of, to me, just like an ash.
It's very much ash. It's almost like charred wood.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh off, like you just pulled it right out of the fucking bonfire. Charred wood. But that Irish peat for me also, and it's given it to me, for instance, on the single mom.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me a marshmallow feel, a charred marshmallow, like really, really charred marshmallow creaminess to it.
Interesting.
So instead of maybe taking an actual marshmallow, just take some marshmallow fluff and how it's all creamy and smooth and char that.
Never liked marshmallow.
He doesn't.
Ever. Like I've never enjoyed it as a kid. I didn't like it as an adult. I fucking hate it. I don't understand why people like it. It's just beyond me. So I people like it. It is what it is, but it's beyond me. So she's talking nonsense, but
it's, for me, it was something that we had on the East Coast when I was growing up. We had what was called a fluffernutter. It was marshmallow fluff and peanut butter in a sandwich. And so instead of having your peanut butter and jelly, you'd have your peanut butter and fluff. And it was
weird.
Good.
I'm from Texas, and we eat peanut butter and jelly. And nothing else, okay?
Whatever.
Maybe peanut butter and banana with some honey, because Elvis said it was good.
Did Elvis have it with honey, or I thought it was just peanut butter and banana?
I think it was just peanut butter and banana.
The honey's good, though.
The honey adds a nice little sweetness.
Toasted. Yeah. But no, this, for me, the PX makes it all smoky instead of peaty. But maybe that's just the way the Irish peat comes to me. Because even with the single mom. Yeah. See? Fluffernutters are a classic.
Okay.
And Ben, see?
Oh, come on.
Have y'all had Uncrustables made in the air fryer? Delicious.
No. That sounds pretty delicious, though.
Have not done that.
We have an air fryer? We got a pressure cooker.
We have an air fryer. My childhood sandwich was banana and mayo. What?
Okay. That's the first time I'm hearing this one.
Very first time.
Peanut butter and hot dogs. That sounds about as appealing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best
peanut butter and hot dogs. Eric, come on now. I want to see you do that. I need a video or it didn't happen. Spray with some oil, 8 minutes at like 370, flip halfway.
No, I know my palate is very much different than most people's. It is very odd, the sweet things that I like. I do like some sweet things. I like Big Red. I like Dr. Pepper. I like some sweet things.
I think that's a different kind of sweet.
I don't know. I don't understand it. Like,
yeah, but then you go and you get the liqueurs and you can't stand half of them.
No, they're so freaking sugary. God, it's so sugary.
My great grandmother used to love cheese and Marmite sandwiches. Butter and bologna in my house.
Butter and bologna.
We used to have peanut butter on celery with raisins. Yeah, I was made to eat that as a kid, even though I didn't really like celery very much.
I'd lick out
the peanut butter
and I'd say, fuck off to the celery. Like, I ain't eating that bullshit.
Banana mayo was my mom's thing. I don't know if it's a rural North Carolina thing or just her family. But there we are.
Interesting.
Peanut butter and hot dogs. No joke. Amazing when the hot dog makes the peanut butter melt.
I can see it. I can understand it. But I want to see it.
Celery and cheese whiz. I have a hard time with celery, man. It's stringy and it's all about a consistency thing. Bill, apparently you don't like mayo, huh?
Well, I mean, some people do mayo and fries. Some people do. I mean, like, I understand it. I mean,
mayo and ketchup mixture.
I mean, it's just oil and what, egg? Oil and egg white whipped up really fast.
Grilled cheese and peanut butter
Whipped
and
oil,
jalapenos. Yeah. Matt, the only way to eat a Philly is with whiz.
That's right. You can put other cheeses on as well, but whiz is a must.
Yeah. I can't say I've ever tried celery cheese whiz, but I guess I could see how it might taste good.
Any man can. People are allowed to be wrong, but I'm also allowed to say you're wrong. Fair? Right?
Split the hot dog long
If I'm wrong,
ways,
you can tell me I'm wrong.
Flatten it out and grill it, then put peanut butter, then put on bread with peanut butter. Interesting. Ben, that's what I was getting at. Ketchup mixed with mayo and fries dipped in it. That's what John used to do.
Yeah.
He used to mix them up with the fry and then eat it.
I put both mayo and ketchup on my burger. What am I saying?
Yeah, I mean, but some people have an aversion to mayo in general.
Yeah.
Bill,
I have an aversion to mustard. That stuff is
weird. Bill, you obviously don't like mayo. Do you like Miracle Whip instead? Are you one of those? I'm not a Miracle Whip fan. I can't get behind the Miracle Whip. It doesn't come in my house.
I don't mind the little bit of sweetness that Miracle Whip has. But
okay, now Andy Man, ketchup on eggs is not bad. My grandfather used to eat scrambled egg sandwiches with ketchup. This one here puts ketchup on his macaroni and cheese when he puts hot dogs cut up in it.
Right.
So he'll make the mac and cheese and he'll cook up some hot dog and cut it up into little pieces, put in the mac and cheese and squirt some ketchup on it and mix it all up. So
I only do that when I put the hot dogs in.
Yeah. I'm not a ketchup or mayo fan. My blood is 50% whiskey and 50% ranch dressing.
Especially whole grain mustard.
Barbecue sauce is greater than ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, it sounds like you're from Texas because everybody in Texas dunks everything in ranch. Everything. Although my nephew at one point put ranch on his hot dog. And I about lost it at that. I can understand a lot of things dunked in ranch, but I just about lost it at the hot dog. I'm glad he was going home with my sister.
Ranch is just flavored mayo. Isn't that truth?
Yeah. Ketchup on craft dinner is awesome, especially with hot dogs.
It's just mayo with like sagey spices.
The greatest condiment ever invented is HP brown sauce. What is HP? What's HP stand for? Is that a Canadian thing?
HP. I'm drawing a blank on this one.
I'm with you, Matt. Miracle Whip is gross. Don't like it. There's a girl in UK who went viral trying ranch on a variety of foods. She has several million followers now, and she tries different foods. Oh, Harry Potter brown sauce. That doesn't make sense. House of Parliament steak sauce.
We don't get that here.
Yeah,
in
we
America.
don't get that here. So
I wonder if that's like A1.
It might
Heinz
be
57. It's probably one of those
Worcestershire sauce
styles.
We call that W sauce in our house.
All right, everybody.
It's an English condiment.
It's been a fun Monday hanging out with you all.
Yes.
But I think we're gonna call it quits.
Miracle Whip on bologna and Wonder Bread.
Similar to A1, Teresa says. Thank you, Canadian Whiskey Smith.
We'd have a House of Parliament if we lost the war. There you go, Andy.
But we didn't. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Happy Monday.
And chatting and shooting the shit and shit.
Look forward to our video tomorrow.
Tomorrow again, Doers Caribbean. Is that correct?
I don't
He's
remember
already fucking forgot what it was.
You did too.
Doers
Caribbean
8-year
Smooth.
Caribbean Smooth blended Scotch. And if you can't remember that mouthful, I can't say I blame you because it's a lot. And next week, I'm sure we'll be back with Matt. If he's still gone by then, we're going to have issues.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. Cheers, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. We'll see you again on Monday.
Happy Monday.
Cheers.